So when we think about modern day estimators and the current state of the industry, what would you say are the biggest challenges and pressures that they're facing?
A lot of them work from home some of the week. So if you're printing drawings, you've got to either print them in the office before you leave and take them home, or if a job comes in when you're working from home, you've got to then try and find a way of getting them printed and so you can do the takeoff. It's not, I don't think there's many estimators these days that do a full 5 days in an office.
No, yeah, 100%. I mean, even when I was estimating during the start of pandemic and the sheer volume of jobs that you need to get done, you'd end up finding yourself whipping back and forward because you can't fit a plotter in your home office.
No.
So nipping back and forward just with the sheer quantity, and then, as you mentioned, the endless piles of paper. Not to mention the time pressure. Yeah. Right, when you're working through all of those sheets one by one, starting from scratch, page by page, but you've got 5 jobs on your desk that you need done by Friday. Yeah. It's always been a bit of a struggle to get through.
And if you've not got the space normally at home, you've probably got a little area. Whereas in an office, you do have a bigger area where you can put the paper, but still trying to have it in both locations at the same time, it's not ideal.
Impossible.
Yeah. Yeah. So Countfire, with it being a cloud solution, you're able to basically work on the go. It's on your laptop. You can take it to site. You can take it home. It doesn't matter what time of day you stop working. You don't have to note down a figure. You can close your laptop, open it at home, and everything is still there for you.
Yeah, literally as you left it, isn't it? So, as long as you've got a connection to the internet, you're pretty much good to go. So in terms of, obviously, adopting automation and technologies, would you consider it now having become a must-have as opposed to a nice-to-have sort of thing for your modern estimators?
Definitely. I think the way the industry's going, it's more, there's more, you get more takeoffs. You want to put out more, so you then have a chance of winning more work. There's also the ease of it being automated, because you can do so much more. If the customer comes back with revised drawings, you don't have to necessarily recount it. You've got all the information already there. You can just put in your drawings and it counts it for you. If you need to split it out, you can do that so much better with automation than you can manually trying to split out a building into different areas, depending on what your client wants it priced to.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, one of the things that I hear quite often is, your competitors are using it. Like, I get people come in, oh, how did you hear about this or that? And they say, oh, someone I know in the industry is already using this solution or that solution. And at the end of the day, if your competitors are using tools that are, making them 5 times, 10 times faster than you at returning a tender, completing a project, you either start using the tools or you get left behind. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. So
exactly,
if you want to keep up, you've got to be using those tools. And as much as people when they do come, might say, oh, so I could probably do this better myself. It's like, well, maybe you might be stuck in that train of thought, but your mate down the road at his firm's using a software and he's tendered 4 jobs in the time it took you to count these 2 pages.
And a lot of people that I've spoken to will say that they don't have time to do the tenders during the day because they're busy on site or they've got other things they need to deal with, and the only time they've got to do those takeoffs is in an evening when they get home. Countfire or an automated software takes that sort of stress out of the equation because you can get it done a lot quicker than manually highlighting a drawing.
Yeah, no more overtime.
Yep. Happy companies. So have you had any customers recently that stand out that we've helped recently?
Yeah, I was speaking to a gentleman on trial the other day with us. He started up his own business relatively recently, and he's trying to grow as quick as he can, but it's just himself at the moment, so capacity and resource is just something he doesn't have at the moment. So he's been looking for some way to be able to get as many out the door as he can, because at the end of the day, you're not going to win all the jobs that you tender for, so he has to get as many out as possible. There was one particular one he was doing. He called me up about 4 in the afternoon, I want to say. Had to get that job done by the end of the day, but still weren't quite confident using Countfire yet. So we jumped on a Zoom call, ran through the project, got it done in about 25 minutes, I want to say. And he said to me, like, it would have taken him about 4 or 5 hours to get that job done had he done it manually the same way he was used to. So, I mean, needless to say, he was very happy he didn't have to work late that evening.
Yeah, and if he's, you've got someone at home waiting for you, and you bring this lump of paper home, you go, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to, I'm not free tonight, and you go hole yourself up in the office for 5 hours doing a takeoff.
Yeah, I think both of us have been in that position before, where the other half wasn't best pleased.